What's up, scientists? Welcome to our last topic in our first grading period.
This video is for educational purposes only. Uploading it in any social media platform is not allowed.
Our topic for this week is all about acids, bases, and salts. Also, metals and non-metals. Are you ready? Let us have our lesson objectives first, okay? At the end of the lesson, you should be able to identify the properties of acids and bases, distinguish some properties of metals and non-metals, and collect product labels of acids and bases materials used in our home. So I have here, class, a picture of lemon juice and soap water. So, unsay lang difference, unsay lang kalahian. Kung mag-inom kag lemon juice, unsay mong ma-feel? Diba, aslom? Okay, sour iyang characteristics. While soap water is, diba, kung mag-shampoo ka, class, or manabon ka, mo adto sa imong mata, unsay mahitabo, kinahanglan i-rinse, gini mo kay pait. Okay, that is bitter. So now, you are going to identify which one is acid and which one is base. Asa man diha sa ilaha? Okay, so ang acid is lemon juice and soap water is a base. So ang lemon juice, class, is an example of acid. Kaya ang one of the characteristics of an acid is sour. So ang acid, class, aslum gina siya. Careful with the strong acid. Kaya ang strong acid, maka-burn siya sa skin, makasunog. So you should be careful and handled it with care. So, how we are going to identify that this substance is acid or base? Natay indicator, class. And that is what we called litmus paper. Isa lang na siya sa mga indicator. Daghan yung mga indicator, pero ang very common is ang litmus paper. So, kung magamit og blue nga litmus paper, i-dip natin na siya sa lemon juice, it will turn into red. Ma-identify natin siya nga acid siya. Para ma-neutralize ang acid, kinahanglan i-mix nato ang base. So, ang result niya na is salt. Okay. Acid is a corrosive. So, be careful. Acid from the Latin word acidus. So, there siya nag-derive. So, intensity of sourness varies on different acids. So, maglahi-lahi yun, di ba? Kay lahi-lahi man ang mga substance. So, we have here an example of acid. We have a phosphoric acid. Ano sabi ng phosphoric acid? Abono, fertilizer. Okay, class, para siya sa plants. Phosphoric acid food, kaya pwede siya sa animal feeds. Naa siya sa animal feeds, sa detergent, and ceramics. So, magamit na siya. So, muna siya mga acids. Next is nitric acid. Tanawa, Clorox. Para unsa man na siya, class? Mga clothes. Okay? Next is lactic acid. Unsa man ni siya? That is milk. So, atong milk is an acid. Next is ascorbic acid. Okay, ginainom nato, di ba? Vitamin C. Next is base. Di ba? We all know ang common characteristic sa base is bitter. So, kung imuhang i-dip ang red litmus paper sa base, mag-turn siya into blue. Pero kung blue nga litmus paper, imong i-dip, blue lang yun siya. Pero kung red, mag-turn siya sa blue. So, ayan na ang indicator sa base. Ang base, class, is slippery on the skin. Diba? Ang sabon, pag ibutang nimo siya sa skin, danlog siya, danlog. Slippery on the skin. So, muna siya ang characteristic sa base. So, base is also known as alkali. It has own characteristics when dissolved in water. So, muna siya. Kanang slippery siya kung ma-dissolve siya sa water. So, we have here an example of base. We have sodium hydroxide, or also known as baking soda. Magnesium hydroxide. Para unsa man na siya, class? Milk of magnesia. Kinsa nakainom ana? Di ba kanang gina-ulcer, kanang bloated imong tummy, imong tiyan, mag-drink ka og milk of magnesia base para mawala ang acid sa imong tiyan. Next is calcium hydroxide, or also known as lime water or lihiya. Handling acid and base. So you should be careful kay nga naman na ay mga products nga makasunog sa skin, for especially ang acids, eye and skin damage and burns. Makakita kag acids, dili nimo diretso tilawan. Tan-awon sa nimo kay basig makasunog. So when acids and base combined, what will happen? It will result to salt. So neutralization. The process of reacting an acid and base to produce neutral solution. Di ba kay isog kaayo ang acid, so kinahanglan nimo siya i-neutralize, so kinahanglan ka og base. Ngibutang, for example, diri, hydrogen chloride plus sodium dioxide is equal to water plus salt. So, para ma-neutralize. Scale. Para ma-identify nato anong neutral siya. Sabi na siya, paano ta makahibalo nga kana siya is acid, kana siya is base, kana siya is neutral. So, here, nata his scale, pH scale. Ang bases nga product solution with pH higher than 7. So, kung iyang scale is higher than 7, pH scale, so, base na siya class. So, we have here example, higher than 7. We have seawater, baking soda, milk of magnesia, ammonia solution, soapy water, and bleach and other. Ang acids is solution with pH lower than 7. So, sabi niyo mga lower than 7. So, urine. So, atong ihi is acidic. Black coffee, tomato juice, orange juice, lemon juice, and gastric acid. So, ang nasa atong tiyan class is an acid. Munang nagka-gastric ulcer, mga acids. Ang iyang pH level is number 1, very strong acid. Okay? So, neutral lang siya, pH, yung pH is 7. So, ang neutral nato is distilled water or pure water. Mo na siya ang neutral. Ang neutral scale is number 7. Below 7 is an acids and above 7 is base. Okay, kana ato ang scale. Now, let's talk about metals and non-metals, their properties. Diba? Na-discuss na nato 6th week nga video ang metals. Ang metals is a good conductor of heat and electricity. Kaya nga naman, pwede man nato siya magamit. Good conductor siya, pwede siya gamiton para maka-conduct og electricity. While non-metal is insulator. Ano sa insulator, dili siya maka-conduct og electricity. Next is metals, lustrous or exhibit shyness. Okay? Sinaw o gasiga-siga. For example, gold and silver, di ba? Ang non-metals kay dili. Dili siya gasiga-siga. Next is malleable and ductile. Pwede nato siya ma-flatten into sheets nga dili mabuak, dili madaot, dili maputol. Ductile, pwede ma-turn into wires, dili maputol. Nga pinakagagmay gyud. But non-metals are brittle and easily breaks. Dali lang siya maputol-putol. Next is high tensile strength, while non-metals is low tensile strength. Metals, high melting points. Dugay siya matunaw, while non-metals are low melting points. High densities ang metals, while non-metals are low density. So, ang anong properties sa metals yung kinahanglan nato familiarize in order for us to identify substance if it is metals and non-metals. Okay? It's activity time. So what you are going to do is to collect 3 product labels of products used at home. So you are going to properly interpret the product labels of acidic and basic mixtures and identify its uses. So what you're going to do sa inyong buhaton class, mag-collect mo og product label. Okay? Kanang mga product na may label. Pangitaon ninyo kung na siya acid or base nga component mixtures. So, imo na i-identify ang iyang uses. For example, class, among balay, nakakita ko og tang powder juice. So, akong gipicturan. Tanaw na ko ang ingredient na ay citric acid, ascorbic acid, and folic acid. So, i-identify din ako, is it acidic or basic? Of course, it is acidic. So, i-identify din nimo ang function. Unsa ang function sa kanang acid? So, it act as an antioxidant. O, diba? Makapatsada sa siyag skin, makahinlo siya. Next is necessary for growth, development, and repair body tissues. So, ingana iyang function, class. So, you are going to collect the label. Pwede nimo siya gisiun. Picturean, ikat, idikit sa paper. Okay? Put it in a one whole sheet of paper. So, kung na may printer, pwede rin nimo picturean, i-print. Kung wala, pwede nimo tanggalon ang label, ipilit sa papel. Okay, maminaw ha, ipilit sa papel. Dayon ibutang ang iyang function. Okay? So, tulo ka buok. Thank you and God bless!